Here's the preview of the Baylor at Texas men's basketball game. Some players to keep an eye on. Timmy Allen, 6'6", 210-pound forward. That's a senior. 12.4 points per game, 4 for 15 on threes, 87 for 118 on free throws, 6.5 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, 2 turnovers per game, 1.2 steals. Marcus Collar is a 6'2", 190-pound guard. That's a senior. 11.1 points per game, 35 for 109 on threes, 80 for 103 on free throws, 2 rebounds per game, 3.2 assists per game, 2 turnovers per game, 1 steal per game. Andrew Jones is a 6'4", 190-pound guard. That's a senior. 11.1 points per game, 47 for 141 on threes, 49 for 60 on free throws, 2.8 rebounds per game, 2.2 steals per game, 1.2 turnovers per game. Courtney Rainby is another player. That's a 6'3", 185-pound guard. That's a senior. 9.1 points per game, 41 for 118 on threes, 42 for 56 on free throws, 3.1 rebounds per game, 0.9 steals per game, 1.2 turnovers per game. I'm not going to mention Trey Mitchell because he's taking a personal leave right now from the team for Texas. So no need to mention his stats at all, period. Christian Bishop is another player, 6'7", 220-pound forward. That's a senior. 6.6 points per game, 2 for 6 on threes, 51 for 69 on free throws, 5.3 rebounds per game, 1.3 turnovers per game, 0.8 blocks per game. Dylan Dessou is a 6'9", 225-pound forward. That's a junior. 4 points per game, 1 for 13 on threes, 9 for 11 on free throws, 3.3 rebounds per game, 0.8 blocks per game, 1.9 turnovers per game. Jace Frabrez is another player. That's a 6'5", 190-pound guard. That's a senior. 3.7 points per game, 21 for 63 on threes, 12 for 16 on free throws. Brock Cunningham, who got ejected last game apparently, is a 6'5", 210-pound forward. That's a junior. 2.4 points per game, 8 for 18 on threes, 13 for 16 on free throws, 2.2 rebounds per game, 0.7 steals per game. Then Askew is a 6'3", 195-pound guard. That's a sophomore. 2 points per game, 7 for 23 on threes, 10 for 17 on free throws, 0.8 turnovers per game, 0.8 steals per game. Tristan Lycon is a 6', 185-pound guard. That's a senior. 1.4 points per game, 4 for 10 on threes. Avery Benson is a 6'4", 195-pound guard, 1.1 points per game, 0 for 1 on threes, and 1 for 2 on free throws. Texas is a defensive team, I tell you that much. Really good defensively, and it's going to be potentially a challenge to score on Texas because they are a good defensive team. So offensively, you got to take good shots. You got to make all the stuff around the rim. Yeah, I mean, I know you missed a bunch of layups last game in the beginning. And you can't have such a cold start to begin the game either. I mean, that didn't help against Kansas, though you won that game. But still, don't get off to cold starts. You got to take care of the ball because Texas will score in transition. And off turnovers, that's a lot of their offense sometimes. I mean, it's when you look at the numbers, it is what it is. And you got to rebound the ball really good too. I mean, on both. Now, defensively, you got to limit those transition points. I forgot to mention on offense, get second chance points, fast break points, points off turnovers. Defensively, you got to box out and get those defensive rebounds after every miss, nearly. So you don't allow so many second chance points. You got to limit the fast break points, points off turnovers, contain the shooters, and contain the slashers. Now, at least Texas is not like Kansas in terms of a lot of big guys on their team. It's more like throughout their lineup, they're taller, but really they're not like David McCormick size. Fortunately, and you're not playing against one guy that you played against last time. Though, granted, you don't have John either, and I don't know the status on LJ Cryer. on this game. I would assume he's a game time decision, but I would not be shocked if he doesn't play again. And foul trouble is a must. And this is the last game for Texas in Frank Irwin Center. So you can't, let's not let them win on their final time at that building. And I know you're coming off an emotional high, but you got to stay focused on this game here. It's a rival, and it's a top 20 showdown. It's not quite that simple. Anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys later. Let's give me 400 subscribers or more by the end of this year.